This first week of June is my busiest week of the month. This week, I wanted to test myself and answer how many pages can I read? Hi everyone, happy Monday. It is about 4 p.m. and I've read 10 pages of a book that I don't think I'm going to continue reading right now. So we're in between books. I don't know what I want to read. I don't know what I'm feeling drawn towards, if that makes sense. I just finished the entire Powerless trilogy, so Powerless, Powerful, Reckless, and Fearless. And then the last two books that I read were thrillers slash mystery books. So I'm just not sure what I want to pick up next. But I was reading The Favorites by Layne Fargo on my Kindle, and the writing style is reminding me of The Wedding People, which I gave 3 stars. And I just don't know if I'm going to enjoy it as much as I would like to. But I have time today. I would love to read. I would love to pick something up. So I will update you when I do. I think part of me is feeling like cozy fantasy, like maybe returning to the Sevenwaters series by Juliet. I have one book left and I could probably download that on my Kindle. And I think it'd be good to return to a series and an author that I know I like. I know I love the world. I know I like the writing. And I feel like that could be something I'd be interested in right now. Good morning, guys. Okay, it's technically afternoon, but we can pretend that it's morning. And we can also pretend that I'm not wearing the same shirt as yesterday, and that is none of your business, actually. So, reading update. Yesterday, our total page count was 30, so 10 from the favorites and then 20 from Flame of Seven Waters. And this morning, I woke up, I got coffee, I went to class, and then I worked out, and now I'm home, and we're gonna try this little protein shake together. I've never had one of these before, but today was leg day. And then after this, I'm gonna shower and then go to work. So, very busy day. Tomorrow is even crazier. So, we're not gonna be reading a ton. I don't think so. But I'm very hopeful that after work tonight, I'll be able to get a good chunk of the way through. And then also, I changed the journaling format that I'm using for my reading journal. So instead of each book just automatically getting its own page, printing out the cover and everything, I'm adjusting it so that while I'm reading, I'm gonna be taking notes on the book, and then that can go on for as long or as little as I want it to, just depending on if I like the book, how much I want to be taking notes on it, or just depending on how much I have to say. So if I don't have a lot to say, then I'm not gonna waste. I'm not gonna try and fill up a page just saying the same thing over and over again. And also this is just easier to maintain. I don't have to be going to the library, to print out the book covers and all that, just because I don't have a color printer at my home. So it's just easier this way, and I feel like it's more accurate to what I'm feeling. Okay, guys, we have the Core Power Vanilla Protein Shake. I'm low-key excited. I really hope it tastes good. I really hope it tastes good. If this does not taste good, I don't know what I'm gonna do because I need protein. So let's see. Dude, that's actually okay. It's not the best thing in the world, but dude, that's actually good. For a protein shake, I feel like you're just expecting it to taste like ass, but this is actually good. Oh my gosh. Okay, so now that that segment is done, I'm gonna go shower. I'm gonna get ready for work. I think I'll have an hour and a half maybe in between shower and work, so I'll probably read a little bit then, and then I will definitely be reading before bed. So I just got back from work and I wanted to update you guys on how many pages we read yesterday, but also just to take some time and actually talk about the book that I'm reading because I haven't done that so far. So yesterday we read 65 pages. This whole series by Juliet Marillier, there's 6 books in total. It is medieval Irish mythology. So it's fantasy. It is very focused on nature. It takes place in this almost magical forest, but it's not childish, if that makes sense. I don't know how to explain this other than I love Juliet Marillier's writing, and I think she does this world so well. And this is the final book of the series. It's book number 6. We're following Maeve, who was in a very tragic fire when she was younger, and her hands were very badly burned. So immediately after the accident, she left to go move in to her aunt's estate because her aunt is a healer, and she needed to live with her just to get the treatment that she needed. It's been 10 years since she's returned to her childhood home, 10 years since she's seen her mother or her father. So she makes this difficult journey, and she has to face the memories that she has from the accident in this home. And all while this is happening, there have been disappearances in the forest. So 12 men have been found dead and 4 are still missing. So we're following like the surrounding areas, the surrounding kingdoms as they're searching for these men. And if they don't find the 4 missing men, there's going to be conflict between these 2 estates. So tensions are extremely high, and Maeve is still trying to figure out where she fits in with her family, which is very difficult for her since she hasn't seen them in so long. And I think I just wanted to show how Juliet writes. I don't know why I'm calling her Juliet like I know her. So I want to show how she writes, like her style. There's this quote that I wrote down. So in it, she's describing a horse, and she describes it as a vision of power and grace, like clouds before an easterly breeze or summer waves on the shore. Like, I just love how she incorporates so many different elements of nature, and you really feel such serenity when you're reading it. Like, I feel like I'm here with them. Please let me escape to this forest. Let me escape to this estate. Let me see the castle. Let me skip rocks on the water. Like, I want to be there. And it's just so nice to kind of take a step back and settle into this cozier world, return to these characters, see how the family dynamic is changing, and I'm really excited to finish the series. It is Saturday night. I knew this week was going to be very busy, but it still just completely got away from me. On Wednesday, we got through 63 pages, and I'm honestly really happy with that. Like, Wednesday was my crazy day. Like, I was not home for 11 hours. But I think the caffeine definitely helped, and I had a 2-hour break in between classes just to sit and read. So that was really nice. And then Thursday I read 103. So I was just hanging out with a friend that I haven't seen in a really long time, so I was just spending most of the day with her, and then her and I were reading together, and Friday we got through 50. So I'm still working on reading Flame of Sevenwaters by Juliet Marillier. So 73%, starting chapter 13, which is crazy because her chapters are so long. And I feel like that is part of the reason why I'm moving more slowly through this than I would have liked to. And I mean, that's fine. I think it's good to just not be reading crazy. So we're in the other world now. So that's the Fae realm. And I feel like I don't love that part of these books. So the 4th book in the series, a lot of it took place and was centered around the other world, and that was the lowest rated book out of the series. And I feel like this one is kind of similar. It's fine. I just don't love the setting of the Fae realm. I know the rest of the books are still dealing with magical circumstances, but I just don't love when we're in this realm. So I feel like I'm kind of dragging a little bit. It's still good. I'm still enjoying it. I do like our main character. I think sometimes she's kind of childish. She's 20 years old, but she's not really acting like 20. But that's okay. I would like to think that I'm getting better at talking in front of a camera and being more natural in how I'm speaking, but I think it's still difficult to remember to record and always kind of thinking about making a video while I'm reading. I think it can be tiring to be okay, I want to sit down and read, but I need to set up a tripod. And I think that is something I will get better at. I want to acknowledge that it's something I'm working on. I don't think this is perfect right now. I want to be open with my experience and this channel. I think that's an important quality that I want to have. Good morning. Happy Sunday. We are reading. I think it's it's 9:30. I have an hour left in this book. And then also, just for the purpose of this video, I want to mention that yesterday, Saturday, we read 60 pages, and then today, Sunday, if I finish this book, which like I will, like I'm gonna finish this today, it will be 118 pages. So total for this week, Monday through Sunday, would be 505 pages, which is like fine. Like that's not like crazy, like that's not a record of mine or anything, but I think it's important to like show that there are slower weeks of reading. Like sometimes it takes like a full week to finish a book, and that's completely okay. Like not everyone needs to be a speed reader. I think that's important to show like on the internet, especially on booktube, because I know people that are reading like 200 books a year and other people think that like, oh, like they're doing it so I need to do it. But that is not the case, and it is important to read at your own pace and for your own enjoyment. This is my final update for you all, but I just finished reading Flame of Seven Waters. I am filling out in my journal some of my thoughts, and I'm stuck between 4 stars and 3.5 stars because I really liked the storyline. I liked all the characters. It was great to be back in this world, but I just didn't love being in like the other world, like the fairy fae realm. Like I know like in previous books in this series, the main conflict was between like humans and like in between like the different estates and different chieftains and all of this other stuff. But like half of the book was spent in the fae realm, which is fine. Like there's nothing wrong with that. I think I would have liked that more if I read this like earlier as a reader, as opposed to now. I also do feel like the resolution to the main conflict was just kind of fast because this was building up for like 3 books. It was just kind of like very anticlimactic, and I just wish the book had like a different focus, if that makes sense. I'm going to take a little bit just to think about what I'm going to rate this before I rate it, but for right now, we're in the 3.5 to 4-star range. Just a recap for the week: we read 505 pages Monday through Sunday, so it was great to have you guys come along with me. I do have another reading vlog posted. If you're interested, go watch that. It's been great to have you here, and I really appreciate your time.